you don't expect it to happen here.
School shooting.
We were notified by 911.
An 8th grader shot in the hallway by another student. The latest on the investigation. Hours away, a fight between two rival high schools. Now a criminal investigation, classes canceled at one after a shooting threat days later. An Arkansas police sergeant arrested on rape charges. The accusations made more than a decade ago.
Through 75 counties and hundreds of investigations, from the most violent crimes to petty infractions. This is Arkansas Crime Watch with Mitch McCoy.
Last week, 2 Arkansas school districts dealt with crime issues in Prescott. An 8th grader shot another 8th grader in the high school's hallway. And hours away, it's Lone Oak versus England, a brawl in a McDonald's parking lot between current and former students there. Now, one of those schools canceled classes because of threats. Hello and good evening. I'm Mitch McCoy. Thanks for joining us on Fox16.com for Arkansas Crime Watch. We begin in Prescott tonight, where we're still waiting to learn about possible charges against a teenager accused of shooting a 14-year-old in the high school. Bryce McKeon is on the case tonight.
This is the last thing you would expect. I mean, I know it's happening a lot nowadays, but you don't expect it to happen here.
Officers from around Arkansas swarmed the Nevada County School District where Cynthia Webb's twins go.
The kids were all thinking it was a prank because of the day it happened on. I don't think it really registered with them that it could happen here either.
The middle school mother told us she was inside Prescott High School when Monday morning's shooting happened.
You know, he was saying I'm shot, is what I made out to what he was saying, and he was holding his chest like this, and he ran in the office.
We were notified by 911.
Police Chief Joseph Beavers says an 8th grade boy shot another 8th grade boy in the high school's hallway around 9:15 a.m.
We did have school resource officers on scene at the school.
The school district went into lockdown.
And a lot of the kids in the hallway, when I told them they needed to get to class, they were like, it's April Fool's Day. It's a prank.
The chief says officers found the suspect, a 14-year-old student, off campus in about an hour.
I was just trying to do what I could.
Webb describes comforting the 14-year-old victim in the office as they waited for the ambulance.
If I could at least talk to him and keep him calm, that would be a good thing to do. Because I'd want somebody, if it was my child, to be there talking with them, or, to be there with them when something like that happened. Try to keep them calm.
After sending students home early, the Prescott School District released a statement saying the shooting appears to be a premeditated attack.
I don't know what the solution to it is, but there's got to be one.
The 14-year-old has been released from the hospital and is recovering at home. In your crime caught on camera in Lone Oak County, a fight between former and current students at Lone Oak High and England High schools, all caught on camera. The ripple effects now playing out on Friday. School was called off because of an alleged threat. Bryce McKeon is joining us live now. She's in Lone Oak County. And Bryce, we're talking about Prescott here. We're talking about Lone Oak County here. Obviously, two completely different things here. But let's start up with Lone Oak. What do we know about this threat and where did it come from?
Okay, so I sat down with this person from the district. He told me that this threat was on Snapchat. He said it wasn't a threat, like a picture of any sort. He says it was a Snapchat with words on it. The words, he says, were apparently the high school was going to be, quote, shot up. So he said he found out about that on Thursday, and then he decided to increase police presence on Friday morning. Continued on Friday morning, and then he said that they went into lockdown as a precaution. And then he said he learned that the police investigation was intensifying, he decided, all right, time to just send students home early. It's not worth the risk. And that's when students, school by school, started being released around 1 this afternoon.
Going to be back in session tomorrow, tomorrow, Monday.
So this happened Friday, and the superintendent says right now it's the plan to go on Monday. We should prepare for class on Monday, but never know.
We appreciate your time. We're moving to Brinkley, where a Brinkley police officer is out on bond after being arrested on rape charges. Authorities say back when the alleged crime happened in 2008, Sergeant John Chamard worked for the Prairie County Sheriff's Office. The sergeant is also facing indecency with a child and sexual assault charges. The sheriff at the time offered him a polygraph test. Chamard refused and was then fired, but there was not enough evidence at the time to arrest him. An Arkansas man is in the hospital after being shot by police. It happened just before 1 a.m. in Osceola. An officer pulled over 24-year-old Pete Edwards. According to state police, Edwards was not complying with the officer. It's not clear what led to shots being fired. We're told Edwards was critically injured. At least one bullet went into a nearby home and hurt someone inside. State police are investigating this shooting. Benton police are investigating a shooting that put one man in the hospital. It happened at Ralph Bunch Park. Police say one person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. People who live in the area say they were surprised about something like this because they don't recall a lot of criminal activity in the area. One person has been arrested. Two people are facing charges in the death of a 3-year-old girl. The child first arrived at a hospital in Texarkana, where hospital staff said she was unresponsive and had injuries from suspected abuse. She was later flown to Children's Hospital in Little Rock, where she died. The girl's stepmother, McKenna Belcher Cawley, is charged with capital murder. Her father, Everett Cawley, is charged with permitting the abuse of a minor. 2 other children have been taken from their home and placed into state custody. Tonight's Mug of the Week goes to Samira Flores. Miss Flores was obviously not ready for her picture. She was booked last week into the Pulaski County Jail. Her booking log shows she's facing 3rd-degree assault, attempt to influence a public servant, 2nd-degree battery, 1st-degree criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, public intox, and 2nd-degree terroristic threatening charges. Remember, if you have any information on any of these cases we talked about tonight, you are asked to call your local police department. And we want to remind you, all of the suspects you've seen tonight are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And as we leave you, here's a look at Arkansas's most wanted. Have a safe week, and a quick note, no Arkansas Crime Watch next week, but I'll see you the week after. Good night.